So Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, and Warzone both got an update today. And it's interesting because the community sentiment since essentially the last update with Season 3 Reloaded has dropped substantially. Like matchmaking in Black Ops 6 felt like a sweat fest. On top of that, long times to get into lobbies. I had the same experience in Warzone. Warzone having to put on extra plates. So we got the patch notes and I wanted to see what they actually addressed in them. Starting out with Warzone. Can I zoom in a little bit? We can zoom in a little bit. All right. Live issues, server disconnects. We are actively investigating reports of some players encountering issues that may result in disconnects from Warzone matches following the Season 3 Reloaded update. We understand that the frustration caused by ongoing server disconnects and want to clarify that these issues are not due to malicious attacks or activity. Our studio teams are actively investigating the root cause which shipped with Season 3 Reloaded. That's interesting because I don't know if you saw it, but Nadeshot essentially put out a video saying that he's been playing Season 3 Reloaded and specifically ranked play and been getting kicked after he thought he killed a hacker. And apparently that's not what it is. So that is kind of interesting there. Ranked play, public events, Restocked is replacing Fire Sale in ranked play. Closely monitoring, but apparently due to the economy. Weapons, the AMAX headshot multiplier decreased to 1.35. That's a big deal. Sprinter fire time slowed down, so a nerf there. Aim down sights move speed reduced quite substantially as well. So big nerf for the AMAX. It still should be decent, but no, none of that headshot multiplier is bad. The max damage reduced from 45 to 39 for the AK-74. We are making adjustments to give SMGs more room to shine in the close range while keeping the AK-74 great mid and long range options. This will pretty much make it a decent mid-range weapon, but not one of the best anymore. It was that max damage being 45. That's unreal. That's a big nerf. That one is a really big nerf. Krieg C, medium headshot damage range increased. I read that wrong. Medium damage range 1 increased. Headshot multiplier increased. Bullet velocity increased. Aim down sight speed slowed, so that's worse. Sustained fire recoil improved. So that's buffs all around for the Krieg C. Apparently it was underperforming. The max damage of the C9 increased to 40. So they're trying to make the C9 the go-to SMG. That's pretty clear. Oh no. HDR, flinch resistance reduced by 60%. Attachments, heavy stock, flinch resistance reduced. Combat stock, flinch resistance reduced. So more flinch. Okay, it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be more than that. It is just flinch though. Bug fixes. So we have fixed an issue where users would sometimes redeploy from the gulag without a weapon if they entered when the gulag was closing. I didn't have that. Fixed an issue causing placement to appear incorrectly after Battle Royale casual match. Interesting. Fixed an issue causing eliminated players to drop a field upgrade they were not carrying. I think that was one a lot of people were upset about. Fixed an issue preventing the jack/aftermarket part from appearing in the gunsmith. So nothing about replating, nothing about desynced gunfights, nothing about servers, nothing about hackers. I think that is probably more so some of the things. By the way, just use the Grau right now. If I was to pick a weapon for you to use, Grau with the SWAT 556 with the Grau conversion kit, I think is probably the best all-around weapon right now. I don't know how big of a buff that is to the Krieg C, but Grau HDR, or maybe we can try out the Krieg C, but all in all, C9 up close is probably going to be the go-to, and that's Warzone. So now moving over to Black Ops 6. Global, the gunsmith, customize any Black Ops 6 base weapon or weapon blueprint with a skin you've unlocked or purchased. So this was the thing that everyone was waiting for. Apparently it is now in the game. This is only in the Black Ops 6 part. Do we know if this is in? It's got to be in both, because the blueprints that you create carry over into Warzone. For weapon blueprints, players can customize their skins with other existing attachments. For base weapons, players can only change their skin of their base weapon, not any attachment. So only on blueprints you can do that with, I guess. UI renamed the Desecration Ladra weapon blueprint to the Dreaded Comedy. No idea why. I mean, that was the thing I was worried about, but stability, address various stability issues. Hopefully that fixes matchmaking. Maybe. Zombies addressed an issue where quick revive would not move to the first perk slot when obtained, as well as lower the muzzle flash brightness when activating Frost Blast. So nothing too crazy multiplayer wise. I think the biggest thing is the stability fixes and then probably weapon balance in Warzone. As far as bug fixes in Warzone, I don't really think those are any of the big things that people were going for. But as a whole, I think we can say good. Now, the server disconnects are kind of an interesting one because as a whole, like what are people like you can't just have the game disconnect at random points, especially in ranked play. If we look at Twitter here, we have Charlie Intel saying they are continuing to investigate server disconnect issue. It's not related to hacks at this point. So the servers just hate us raw, no seasoning. Fix your fucking game. Yeah. What else do we got? Anything good here? Liar. I think they're gonna get a lot of that, but like I wish they could show proof of some sort. Do we have anything else here? We got the gunsmith blueprints thing. This is the community sentiment. Amex buffed. Time to read. Wait. Did I read it wrong? No. Are you high? Headshot nerf sprint to fire. I think he's high. Yeah, where did you get the idea that it was buffed? Okay, I was very confused there for a second. They want the Krig to be loved so bad it's disgusting. They really do. There's no need for the HDR nerf. Not really. I get why they do. It should have been the other snipers were buffed. It's a small nerf. It is just visual recoil or flinch. SR is bugged and ranked. Just had a max win and no SR. That's weird. But like it's a better update than I think a lot of people were probably assuming. But again, is it enough? Oh yeah, the other thing, this is completely separate, then I'll probably have another video coming out in a couple days for this one, but this also happened today that I thought I'd point out. Battlefield, so they had a EA investors call today, which will probably be a video on this channel tomorrow. Just to be clear, I'll probably wait for some more information to come out. But EA CEO says GTA 6 being delayed gives them a clearer release window for the new Battlefield. I think now, without going too far, we believe that the window is clearer than it was before. We will feel very good about launching Battlefield before March 2026. I think they'll want it as far before that as possible. It's just, here's the thing. Like with Battlefield, I mean, Call of Duty should listen to this too. If they rush their game out and it's slop, it is a big problem for Battlefield because we've seen that time and time again. And do I trust for them not to do that? Not really, honestly. So that's a scary concept when it comes to that. Anyway, that's kind of everything big that went down today. As far as the update goes, I wouldn't say I'm impressed. I wouldn't say that I'm not impressed. As of right now, the events are kind of the thing that's boring me. Like normally I would have streamed yesterday and streamed today the new event. I've got like strep throat or something like that where I can't swallow water. So like I've been like sipping on this crap all day and it's just not helping. So hopefully we're back to streaming tomorrow. We'll test out that new event and everything like that. And I've got a good video coming on Ink Slasher today. So please check that one out. I put a ton of effort into it. Should be going live around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it has nothing to do with Call of Duty. So we'll see what people think about it.